Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we're planning in my May planner, and we are starting with Sunday, May 11th. We're getting a really late start to this month. I have just been using list pages for my planner so far this month because I took on a lot of projects that were keeping me distracted and busy. I was painting my house, I was moving furniture around, doing some crafty artwork stuff just to kind of go with this new paint color of my house. My house used to be really dark, black, dark purple, really dark green, almost black. And now it's much lighter and brighter, but it took forever moving things around. I've also been decluttering and getting rid of a lot of stuff, so that has taken up a ton of my time. So I was just doing lists for every day what I needed to get done instead of doing full planning days. If you saw my May planner setup video, you know that I chose this memory planner from Happy Planner. I will get it all set up in the upcoming videos. I have this spread as a monthly goal spread, which I hope to fill out this month. And this is my weekly overview spread, which will be filled out before Sunday. And for the weekly overview, I'm considering keeping the Monday through Sunday planner, even though I prefer a Sunday through Monday, just because the days are so cute. We'll see about that. But these are the pages that we are working with today. And I will show you, I did a couple sample pages. So we are back to Happy Planner just because I have all of these cute Happy Planner pages. I went through a purge of Happy Planners. I got rid of a lot of the classics, but I couldn't get rid of the bigs yet. So I decided to just start using them. I don't mind the maintenance in them. Here's my little mock-up of what I think it's gonna look like or how I'm wanting it to look. I have my timeline on the right side, and I'll always be on the right side. Weather up here, cleaning and household down here, wellness at the top, work, some extra stuff here, dinner always in this spot, and my boys list up here so I can always find those. And also they can always know where to look if they want to check real quickly. So that is the idea, and that's where we are at today. Now I want to show you what I was previously working with was the She Plans planner, which I really do love. I think when all my Happy Planners are gone, I will go back to this permanently. And she has actually a one-page daily. It looks like this, if you can see past this messy handwriting. So this would be the timeline and this would be the notes section. At the end of the month, I just started writing notes on everywhere in this planner, and that's what I default to write lists if I don't have time to do the full planning. But I do like it when I have time to do the full planning. This was a second planner. This is 2016 planner that I considered for this month of May. So I just wanted to show you, I'm loving these colorful lines. Okay, that's black, but there are a lot of colors in this one. So I'll eventually swing back around to this one. But I decided on the memory keeping planner because I thought it was fun to have some of these extra lined and grid boxes. I think that'll be fun to work with. So I've done a couple trial and error pages, trying to figure out how I'm gonna format this. So here's a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch each line. These were more of a 1/4 inch. This was too tedious. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do the 1/2 inch lines. So I'm gonna get that ready with my ruler and just mark them with a pencil, and then we'll draw the lines across. I'm still working some of this out, so it's not gonna be perfect. I mean, not that it would be anyway, but let's see. So just every 1/2 inch, I'm kind of doing a mark, and then I will connect the lines. This part is a little time consuming, but if you saw some of my previous videos, you know that I added all the washi to separate the sections, which also took a lot of time. Now I have these cute, cheerful pink lines here that are going to act like where I would have used the washi, so that saves me that time. So, you know, it always takes time. Decorative planning, it takes time. It actually doesn't have to, but it can when you're customizing stuff. Okay. So it's a little messy with the lines. I don't know, maybe there'll be a nicer way to do it in the future if I come up with something. I have a stencil coming, but I actually think it's not gonna end up working anyway. I think it's too close together, but that's okay. But I like the look of the light pencil line instead of what it could be. All right, so now what we're gonna do is just white out these dates or these days. Oh, so this is an undated planner. I don't know if I said that. So I switched to this. I do think it's gonna be a lot easier to work with in a lot of ways. I don't have to worry about covering the date and the day like I did in the classic planner when I started doing this in the classic planner. Okay. Now I am thinking of putting a washi up at the top there. So we're doing purple and pink for this spread. Okay, so we already had the pink on there. And you guys, if one of the days I ever wanted to not have the pink, I could cover it with my thin washi across, which is a lot of work if you're not used to it, but I am used to putting a lot of washi boxes. If you see my previous videos, you know it's time consuming, but I really love how it looks at the end. And I use this as like my creative outlet time. I think I'm gonna go with these pink polka dots. They're super cute. This is a glossy washi. And I think since that's whited out, I think we can kind of center it. And if we can center it, or something close to it. And I'm gonna put it at the bottom. I just like to top and bottom the washi when it's decorative like this. I think it like pulls the page together for me. So glossy washi cannot be ripped. It has to be cut. I'm gonna take it into here. It's the favorite picture of the week, which this is just for one day, not for a week anymore. So, and I'm not using it as a memory planner. I am using it as a regular planner. I don't know if I explained this. If you haven't seen my other videos, you may not know. This is going to be a 2-page daily. This spread. And I use a 2-page daily. Whoops, I dropped it. Okay, looking cute. So for my 2-page daily, I have essentially 5, actually more like 6 planners in one on 2 pages. So I can open up my spread and I can see everything I need to do for one day. And I like that instead of flipping through to multiple planners or having everything all squished and not in a specific section. So that's how I do 2-page daily. So I'm going with a spring sticker book from Happy Planner, but I have pages from other spring sticker books just kind of mushed in here so I can find it all at once. And I'm going with this bright pink and then adding purple. So like some of these purple accents could be fun. I like the yellow in there. I'll probably add those. We'll see. And these are from a different sticker book entirely. Let's see. I wanted these bright pink foil quotes. I don't know about those. We'll see. I'm just going to flip through the original book and see if there are things that can be used, because I'm sure there are. Like, this is fun with these pink, and even these might work. There's some pink checklists. I know this is a lot. I like to pull out my pages so I can kind of see what I'm working with. It ends up being quite a mess. This is from a teacher sticker book. So anything that was like spring related, I kind of stuck in here. Not all of them, but most of them. I still need to go through a couple other books. Spring is in the air. I think we need that sticker because I don't want spring to pass. Well, we'll grab it out just in case. We'll come back for those tiny boxes if we need them. I don't think we will. And then this is Wrong Wrong's Rainbow Collection box book. And I wanted to just pull out, they had some really pretty pink previously, but I liked them and I used them all. I'm gonna pull out this purple page. They don't tear out so well, so let's see how it goes. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Nope, okay. All right. The other thing I do have, and let's get this done, is Mojo Jojo's dated, pastel dated. So we're gonna put the date on here. And we have May in this light pink. Maybe do it in the purple if I can find it. Not bad. So we can set that book aside. Set this one aside as we pulled out our page. And let's get started. That's a lot of pages to work with, but that's okay. I'm going to start with these decorative stickers back here, the decorative boxes. Even though they are small for a classic happy planner, it says, let your joy burst forth like flowers in the spring. Why not? And we'll pair that with this box here. And I might just put it up here in the corner to cover this. Something has to go there. So the one thing I am worried about a little, going back to Happy Planner, is the paper quality, because if something is crooked, the She Plans planner was a printable planner, so I got to choose my own paper, and that was very helpful. So I'm gonna grab this decorative box and this, and we're gonna go vertical with this guy, horizontal with this one. So when I chose the She Plans paper, I went way too thick. I went with cardstock 30 or 62, and I had tried a 32 paper, but it was glossy, and so the stickers ripped it all the time. And when you put the stickers on the back of your hand, they lose their stickiness just enough to make them more easily movable. So that can be an option. It's a bright spring, do your thing. I think we can do that somewhere. Let's see. Let's do it here. Maybe a little over. Covering noted. We'll cover noted. This is going to be either a list section or a dinner section. And I might tag that into a box cluster. So let's set that up slowly. Nope, not what I was looking for. Uh-oh. Wrong boxes are strong, sticky. They're also thicker than Happy Planner boxes, so they're much harder to see through. I do like that about them. Just want to clip the corner here. Yeah, more like that. And we'll put this guy up here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. So we have some yellow and teal in from here. I don't know if we're gonna grab more of those. I think this one's kind of like a different color palette now. We're going kind of brighter. So we'll stick that to the side. This too, it might be too pastel. Let's do the pink checklist and get them on. These darker ones I like. This is kind of my tracking section, so I can put it up here. You see how they're just short because they're made for a classic box, but it doesn't really matter. They can work. And put that one lower so I can get the heading in there. This says to buy. I do usually grocery shop on Sundays, so, but even if it said something else, like today or to do, I'd still put it there because I want the color there. So some of these we could use, we'll see, but I don't think there's really anything else on that page. And if I'm bringing in the teal, we have, what, 2 teals here. Let's see. I think we need a little more on there before we start that. All right, so let's get with some of these decoration stickers and the quotes. I'm gonna do a bunny just for some decoration. Let's put him down here as Simply Awesome. Okay, these are fun, but I'm going to cut them and just kind of make them like decoration. We'll see how this turns out. Just an idea right now. Just some polka dots there. No, I like it okay. My goodness. It's like when you push the sticker down too far and you shouldn't have. I can see that I cut through this paper. Sometimes I accidentally call Happy Planner Dollar Tree because I do kind of feel like that's the paper quality. I think in my mind. It's not on purpose. Or is it? Alright, that's fun. Alright, and then this one, maybe we put on the side. Okay. Now we have Important in purple. Happiness Blooms from Within. I think I can get away with that one. So this is going to be the box where I track things, so I think that can work with Important. Okay. We're just going to stick it up here. That's what I do with things when I'm not sure where to put them. I put them in the corners. It happens. Alright, I was thinking of maybe bringing that in, but I don't think so. So that's set aside. Okay. I think we'll get these florals up at the top here. There are 4 of them, so. thinking we kind of edge them over here. And then when we cut them off, we can just keep them going down. It's fine. We have one more. I know it looks incomplete, but that's okay. I'm just gonna grab this like succulent plant thing here and stick it down here. Bloom where you're planted, peonies please, make it bloom, be the sunshine, more sun. We can save the sun for summer. The blooms I think we need to do. I don't know. I'm gonna put it here, and I might move the bunny though. Okay, I'm gonna underline the Make It Bloom in that blue. And this says Great Day. Put this over in the wellness section. Don't wait. I'm gonna just put it over here. This is kind of like my cleaning list area. The reason I'm even working with these eggs is because I do like the colors, and I need a little extra decoration, and if I can help it, I don't really like things to go to waste. It's like to buy, maybe you could buy eggs. I'll put eggs down here as like in the to buy section. Maybe okay. And then I have this thing. I don't know, maybe we can get away with it over here to just add some color. Not great. When you're trying to finish pages like this, it can get, you know, not great. It gets difficult, to say the least. But that's okay. So let's see. Make a Valentine. That's obviously outdated, but I like the color. Bake a cupcake. We'll do, oh, it is Mother's Day, so we'll do Mother's Day, and we'll do spring cleaning. Okay, let's get these on. Mother's Day should probably be more over here. I'll put it here. Spring cleaning. It's quite the cluster. Bake a cupcake, or bake cupcakes. Let's cut it off a little. Make a Valentine. For the color down there. I think this bike ride could work. Kind of, if we pair it with the boxes. So, yeah, this spread is kind of everywhere, but that's okay. That was close. Come on. Alright, so we have 3 of these boxes left, so I'm definitely going to use them. I don't have just 3 boxes on a page. It would be silliness. And also because they're pretty small. So I think we can find room for them. The bunny just may not happen. Okay, page gone. Just for the moment. Okay. Wow. Okay. One more purple heading. And then there is this pink today, and I think we're just gonna grab them. We still have these 3 actually boxes that match. We'll see though. I don't think we need them. We will do a remember up here. Today here. Okay. So some of my least favorite spreads are these where I'm just trying to get rid of stickers. I don't know why I do it, but I do like having stickers done. And then when I go to write in it, it's just pretty colors on the page. It's not like, it makes it more fun to write in. So regardless of how it looks right now, or what could be better, we'll do a heart decoration thing. It's like kind of plain in here. Alright, so we're going to stop there. It is good enough, which is what I'm really looking for. Good enough. We'll set this aside. Okay. So it does have quite a bit of color. I like that. Okay, so my first day back in a couple of weeks decorating, I'm happy enough with it. Definitely got rid of quite a bit of spring stickers and my purple boxes, so I don't just have like 2 on the page. And this is ready to go back into the planner. All right, and that is ready to go and ready to be planned in. I will start planning in it tomorrow night at sundown just to get ready for Sunday. Oh, the last thing I did forget. Okay, let's get the times on here. So these first 3 lines are my top 3. So I'm gonna start here. And so this will be 9, and I can write AM small. This will be 9:30. This will be 10, 10:30. I'm just gonna go over it to tone it down. It's better. It is ready to go. And you know what? Again, if you've seen, my handwriting is super sloppy, so when everything is said and done, it's not a beautiful, perfect spread anyway. It looks something like this. So even though the stickers were really cute at first. Alright, so that is it for this video. This is a Sunday, May 11th decorating video, and we will be decorating the rest of the week, which is a 2-page daily. The thing I wanted to say is when I plan like this with my sections, I do get a lot more done than when I just have a general list. Like the wellness kind of falls to the side, some of the work falls to the side. So I do like when I can do my 2-page daily planner and get everything done. Turned out cute, cute enough for sure. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we are going to be decorating my weekly overview for the month of May, the week of Sunday the 11th through Saturday the 17th. So I'm back in a big Happy Planner vertical, but I am making it into a 2-page daily. So like this is how Sunday turned out. A little crazy and chaotic, but it was fun and it's colorful. We're doing this weekly overview, and I'm going to show you how I used my She Plans weekly overview. She Plans comes with a 1-page weekly overview, which I really liked at first, but then when I started sectioning it off into different days, I had more room to write, and I really liked that. So what I realized is like I have Sunday stuff here, but I also have like, here I did like my workout and dinner plans. And then here I do like a list of stuff. But what I could do is use this and for Sunday do, you know, dinner and workout, a list of things to do, you know, split it into the 3 sections. So each one will be a section of things that I'm pre-planning for the week. The point is that I loved having this weekly overview entire spread, and I am keeping an entire spread for a weekly overview. The thing that I'm going to do a little different is I'm going to keep Sunday over here because I think it's cute how the days are written, but I'm still going to make this the first day. So it's going to be confusing for you guys, but for me I think it's going to work fine, and it's only because I don't want to change the days because of how they look. They're adorable. So Sunday is going to be the 11th. Then I'm going to go to the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th because I do a Sunday start, and usually I move it, but I'm not going to move it. I also like that this particular page right now has this week, what I'm loving, thankful for, you know, all that stuff. Picture, I'm going to cover that up and I'll have this as like an extra space or list. So what I was thinking of using today is this color story. This is a big Happy Planner sticker book, which I like. The color story section that I am going to use, I'm going to take out. It's this fun kind of party, colorful section. And if you haven't seen the color story sticker book before, it kind of has these sticker kits separated by these fun colors. And then we'll leave this celebrated in. And then you can probably get a couple spreads out of each like color palette. So it's really a fun sticker book. I tear out the pages, I will put them back in and rubber band them around later. I do have my rainbow, Wrong Rainbow collection boxes just in case I need them. I have some of these oranges left that I could pop up. I don't know if I'll need them though. And then I decided to go with the Mojo Jojo's Pastel Date It, and I'm gonna try in this kind of darker orange. I had to see which ones would work, how many I have the stickers left of, and this is one of them. And I thought the orange would be fun, so let me grab out all the dates. And then we can set the book aside. And then we'll start decorating. So I guess, you know, because I do a 2-page daily planner, that's why I have a weekly overview. Obviously, this would be like some people's entire planning page. But I do a 2-page daily instead of doing, I guess it's not really gonna fit on top, so I'm gonna put it to the side. So I do 2-page daily because I used to just have 6 planners, actually 6 planners for what I'm document in my 2 pages, and I like to just be able to open to the spread and have it. Okay, we're gonna take these pages out anyway. I don't know why I left them in. Have everything that I need to do for the day in one spot, and that's like the wellness, my chores, my work, all together in one spread. So I do like that. Oh no, where are you gonna go? You know, I guess we can punch it. I guess we're gonna have to punch it. Oh, bummer. Well, no, it's 14 anyway, even if it has a hole through it. Okay. Alright, so I am kind of thinking of going with like these pastels. Live every day like a party. Celebrate every day. I have this big sticker, but because I like this, I don't think I'm going to use that this time. So let's go with some of the boxes. So should we do this regular orange or this kind of reddish orange? Let's see what we have. Yeah, so we have 5 of these orange boxes. I think we're just gonna grab them. Because, and I'll pull the pages out because they're gonna be gone. They're bright and cheerful. All right. So the first orange box, let's see how this works. Is it gonna cut off excited for? Yeah, it is, but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway because I think we could just write it excited for in the box. I'm not gonna cover that up because this is a wrong box. I don't think it'll show through. Sometimes they barely show through wrong boxes, but not really. Slightly off. Let's try it the other way. I always have better luck upside down. I don't know why. This is fun Hello Weekend that I can put over here in the weekend. I think I'm gonna put it with a box here. We'll cover up this things we did. Yeah, it's cute enough. All right, so let's do at least one of these boxes. Let's see, what are we doing? And kind of do it in the box. I think I'll do that. Do it on Wednesday. Oh, no, it can't. Okay, so that can be there. Just do like this happy thing on top. Okay, so we have this sticker, live every day like a party. And I want a horizontal box with it. I think we'll just put it barely on there. Fun. So that's done. This box is crooked, but it's a wrong box. I don't know if it's gonna come up so well. It's better. Then we also have this Celebrate Every Day sticker, and then I might save all these together, so we'll put that one aside. I like how the memory planner has like some boxes that have grids or lines or even dot grid, because you can make a pretty even sticker lay down with it. Does that make sense? Even sticker lay down. Do this over here. I think we could do this hello today. So down here with, I like this little circle banner. Okay, we mostly have boxes. Let's choose, we'll do like 3 of these and we'll leave 3 for next time, and then we'll choose 2 of these, 2 from the same design. And I think we'll do this one with the orange because it matches our boxes. So, 1 and 2. Let's see where they can go. Definitely gonna white this out. Oh, don't go down yet. It's a little, I mean, it's gonna be crooked when it's like this, but it looks a little off. Okay. I don't know. It's cheerful. I like it. I like it well enough. I think we have one more orange box that we can use with this one. Maybe we tag this to the top. Whoops, nope. I'm gonna go from this other side. Nice, that takes up 2 boxes, I like it. If I can get it on properly. Nice, okay. Do I want a box with it? Look at there. It'll be okay if I add some decorations, so give me 1 second. Like even this can work to kind of pull it together. Okay. That's another page done. Alright, and I think we don't really have an orange in the next palette, so we'll grab that out. And put it like here. We have a Hello Weekend. I think we have a lot of banners already. I mean, we have this random bike. Enjoy life. And we have this, which matches the ones we chose for this. So let's get those on somewhere. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I think I do want to take this fun green too. And maybe this pink. And then we'll set that aside. Yeah, we need more color over here. Okay. And, oh, we were gonna do 3 of these, so I will grab those off. I know we don't really need them right now, but we're gonna do them anyway. And that's for the next time. So you get about 2 spreads, I guess, out of each little color story. I don't know what these are actually supposed to be. Maybe balloons? Do you guys know? Looks like they're filled with confetti. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take this green Hooray for the Weekend. Just wanted that green over here somewhere. So okay. So that is it. So what we have left for next time is, you know, this section, these, those, and that. That's gonna go back in the sticker book for next time. Alright, so that is our weekly overview done. So I have my little currently thing, which I think is really cute for the week. Every day has some decoration and a box, which is fun. I love the confetti at the bottom that they already had, or the polka dots. Really goes with everything on the page. And look, it's cute enough. It's ready to decorate and I'm ready to plan in it starting Sunday, which is, I'll start planning tomorrow night at sundown, which is Saturday night, and that'll get ready. Okay, so, oh, did I have something I needed to punch? My 14, huh? It actually went on. I should cut it just a little though. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Alright, so that is it for this video. This is the weekly overview, all decorated and ready to plan in. I have a 3-section part for every day of the week, which I plan my exercise and dinner pre-plan area. It doesn't always end up what I make or what exercises I do. A pre-plan of like tasks and then maybe like errands or places that I'm going. But I think it's very cute and colorful. So that is it for this video. Check back and we will be finishing the rest of the week. We have Sunday done, but we need to do Monday through Saturday in my 2-page makeshift daily. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we're planning for Monday, May 12th. So we got Sunday, May 11th done. We are now doing Monday, May 12th. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, I am currently using a Happy Planner memory keeping planner. That's why you see these extra like grids and lines. And I'm using it as a 2-page daily. So I'm using the whole week spread as one day. I do that because I can open up my spread and see everything that I need to do for wellness, for work, for household, my time blocking, and anything else, my kids list, dinner, anything else that I need on here. I have it all in one spread and I just open it up for the day and see everything. Now previously in the fall last year of 2024, I'm gonna grab these out. I did have 6 different planners to document what I'm using in this 2-page daily. So it's a little messy, it's a little maintenance, but I don't mind the maintenance to get what I need to plan. Now, when I get really busy, I default to just list. So I just have pages of lists. I prefer when I can have the planner set up. I get more done that way. So I'm writing out these days because I don't need them. So I do try to work ahead. Recently I had a really big house project where I was painting most of the rooms in the house and moving furniture, decluttering a bunch of stuff. So I did revert back to the list and not decorating. And now that I have most of that taken care of, I can come back and decorate, which I'm pretty happy with. Okay, so for this spread, which is again just Monday, May 12th, I wanted to use this big boho stickers from Happy Planner. And they have some fun, I'm thinking of this green and the blue is what I'm looking at, like the dark green and the dark blue. So like this dark green and the dark blue. So I'm gonna go through and pick through and grab some of those colors. I think it's gonna turn out super cute. So we have, you know what, I'm gonna pull these out because we only have a few pages of them. I do like, oh wait, we have some more back here. Look at that, how pretty that is. A happy list. Okay, let me just kind of look through this. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll keep it together in this case because there are a lot, it's throughout. Sometimes all the colors that are similar are together and then you can just grab out a section. It's what I usually do. I am using the Mojo Jojo plans for the dating. What I'm gonna do very first is just add some of the washi that I chose because we're gonna go in, like there's stars all over all the stickers. I'm gonna use this star washi. This is Happy Planner washi. I don't know, it might have been from a teacher planner kit. I don't know what it's from, honestly. But I mean, look how cute this is with the, it's black with the stars, but I think the tone of the page is gonna work really well. And I do think I'm gonna do them on top and bottom. I've been liking to do this for a while where I'm just putting washi on top and bottom. as a decorative feature. And don't worry about these pink lines. This is the one day. I like to work around the colors on the page usually, but this is the one day where I'm going to cover them up just to tone them down. They're a little too bright for what I'm looking at. So even though I really wanted to use these, because look how cute that is, I might cover that up as well with one of those box stickers. So what it's looking like is gonna have to work out. Okay, I want that a little closer to the edge. Just a moment, we'll get there. Oh, we're gonna go with it there. It's good enough. Okay. Those are some bright colors down there. That's okay. I do decorative planning, although I don't always. I revert back, like I was saying, to list planning if I need to, but I do prefer some decoration. Okay, so I actually changed the colors I was using, so hold on. Originally I was going to use like the dark burgundy, so let me switch this one out. I'm going with a dark blue or dark green. So look, I have this one that could work pretty well, I think. And it has some rose gold, which is perfect because that is what these stickers have in the boho sticker book. So if you use a planner like this with a lot of color and you want to tone down the color, just grab your washi. You can also use a marker and line it out. Like on top of it, and do the color that way. If you have a ruler, it can work really well. Maybe we'll do that in a future spread. Yeah, see how that just tones it completely down. We are gonna have to white out that relax word because that is my timeline. I did like my timeline on the right side of the page because everything else is then on the left side, and if you're planning your timeline and you're cleaning, for instance, and you just want to see like maybe what room you're going to clean in first, you can write cleaning, let's say 11 a.m. cleaning, and you can put bathroom because you can see that you're going to clean the bathroom that day. And I don't know. That's how I think of it. If you haven't seen my previous videos, all of my planners, my planner pages, because I'm doing 2-page dailies, they all have maintenance. So I'm not shy about doing maintenance on the planners. I like the outcome, and I just set aside time to do this. Creative time, but also, I mean, I have a channel, so that's also part of my work. There goes my coffee pot again. I get distracted decorating and I forget to get my next cup of coffee. And then the coffee pot turns off on me. Oh, I hope I don't run out. That would be a bummer. So this is some thin washi that I got. A very affordable price on Amazon. It is linked below. I think I got the 60 pack because I knew I was going to be using a lot of it. But yeah, look how cute that is. Well, cute. It's really nothing yet, but I do like it. Okay, so we're going to just start with this sticker that I was looking at back here. This very long sticker. I want it in the green. Again, normally I would really have loved to keep that there, but we're going to cover it up this week. And that is crooked. So my last planner, I had very nice paper, very easy to pull stickers off of. They almost like popped off, but they still stuck on when I counted. Oh my goodness, it was great. But if you haven't seen my previous videos, I'm using Happy Planner again because I have all these sticker books. I do have that too. I have all these planners. This particular planner that I'm using for May is from 2017. So I really liked it. Like I said, I like all the lines and the grids. I also like the colorfulness of it. Normally, obviously, not for today. Ooh, I like this box. Look how pretty that is. Okay. I'm just grabbing a random box. Yeah, that's kind of a purpley blue. I don't know if that's the one I'm using. I guess it is. Look at that. I don't think we're gonna use that today. Like, where do people put these stickers? Like, if I put that on there, everything would be taken up. I'm gonna grab this Remember, because these are the colors I'm using. I usually have an extra sticker sheet. Oh, I like this for the top 3. I might, okay, hold on guys. If you've seen my previous videos, I usually do my top 3 on the top here of my timeline, but this has it right there for you. So I'm gonna put it on here. We'll go a little up. I love how the big Happy Planner stickers fill the box. So fun. You know, sometimes we get stuck using classic stickers as big planner users. It can still make a really cute spread, but it can also just look kind of empty. I wanted that higher. I'm not gonna keep messing with it because I don't want to try it. I don't want to risk it is what I think I'm trying to say. Okay, whiteout on the Happy Planner paper. So ugly, but that's okay. Whiteout on a lot of paper is not too bad, but... So I make a timeline myself over here. And again, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that all of my spreads have had a lot of maintenance because I've been turning weekly spreads into 2-page dailies for months now. Pretty much, I think, since January. I got really sick of just flipping around in a planner to see what I had to do, like for cleaning, or just to see what I wanted to do for a workout, or just to time block. So that flipping around, yeah, I know the thing bad about having one 2-page daily planner is you don't get to use a lot of different layouts, but that's okay. One layout will work for me now. But I do change layout every month, so that is a little bit of fun actually to change. Like, we'll see. For June, I'm thinking dashboard layout, we'll see. And I'm still gonna make it into a 2-page daily. So they still end up looking the same, just different type of maintenance. I think dashboard's gonna be a little easier than this one. Now, last month I took a break and did my She Plans planner, which is a printable planner. It is my favorite planner that I've used so far. And so you might be asking, why am I not using it right now? And the truth is, I donated a bunch of my classic size planners, realizing classic is not gonna work for me. And then I didn't want to get rid of these big ones. I just thought they were too cute. Even though I'm not a vertical planner, like, I've never really liked using a vertical planner. I call it the list abyss. But if you alter it to what you need, then I like it. Even my mom, I took planners over to my mom. She chose a horizontal, a Planner Envy horizontal. I give her Planner Envy choices because I think it's really good paper and I wanted her to have a very nice planner. Yeah, so I'm liking how that looks. Yesterday for Sunday, I did marks on both sides and it just looked kind of sloppy. But this is getting better. So I'll show you how I use my timeline because it's pretty flexible. I am a stay-at-home homeschool mom, so I'm kind of going more general. So what I like is I put my morning up here, my afternoon here, and my evening here. Well, that's at least what I did for yesterday. That's when I was designing this as a 2-page daily, that's what I decided to do. But when I was using my She Plans planner, it doesn't have that separation, which is fine, but I like it. This is the She Plans planner that I was using, and this is kind of how I might use my timeline. I time block work, and this is what I was talking about. What am I going to do for work? I'm going to film, so I come over here and I see film, and I just add it here without having to lift up my hand. When the timeline's over here, you kind of have to look and then come back and write, so I like it here. I mean, it's just easy. It's easy and efficient. So that's why I do my timeline over here. All right, so I know I already started stickering, but now the maintenance is done almost. Look how crooked this one is. Oops, and I just scribbled on my page. It's okay. Also, I decorative plan because I like some cute color on my page. Not because I want a perfect spread, because I have messy handwriting. I just write whatever I need. I write like everything I think of sometimes on my planner page. All right, so we have, okay, so I did the clear stickers because I thought I was gonna leave that blank, but I'm not going to now. So we'll come here and do Monday. Okay, we'll just use this one. So we're gonna do, so last time I did not write the numbers first, and I did put stickers over them. That doesn't mean that, over the section, it doesn't mean that I'm not gonna put stickers over this area. But what I did yesterday, I'll show you, is they kind of bowed out. And, you know, ignore the color, it was a bad color choice too, but they bowed out around the stickers. I didn't like that. So if I have them written first, I can work around them, and then even if I put a sticker on top, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna bow it out like that. And since I am writing it in, I'm not gonna use military time. It was only if I needed to use those numbers. When I'm in a hurry, I just do it. It saves you from writing the PM and the AM when you do military time. Okay, now the maintenance is done. Wow. Is that right? I think so. All right. So these two are the stickers that I'm looking at going with. So I want to use this kind of dark blue one, and I want to see if I have a green. I already used this top 3 green box. I mean, I can use this horizontally, even though the lines are there, and I think it's just what I'm gonna do. This says, be filled with wonder. Let's get it over quite a bit. Do I want it on top? No, I'll put it on bottom. Okay, that's gonna go over into the punch. I have a punch. I don't love to have to punch. Stickers actually clog the punch. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Just a bit, anyway. We might put something decorative there to kind of hide that, but we'll see. All right, and then the other decorative box, that's it. It's this green one. I love that green. Wild and Free. We want that on a blue box. And we still have to go horizontal because we have this vertical one. So and I think we're going to cover up some of the numbers, which is okay. We'll do them kind of later. I do this in the evenings sometimes. Sometimes I'm still cracking at it. It's a little crooked. So if you're gonna decorative plan, I just want to say, use as many stickers as you want or as little as you want. Customize it as much as you want or little as you want. If I was not so stubborn about donating these planners, I wouldn't have to force myself to alter them, but I like that I have them. And I like that I alter them. I don't know if I mentioned this in this video, but I did donate all my classic planners. I've tried classic size, like they're like mirror. Seriously. I should go a little higher, I think. I always do that. I think I can move this one higher, maybe. Because this one has that box. I'll just move this guy higher. Nice and slow, though, because you're on happy planner paper now. Eek, eek. Oh, that sticker's ripping. Okay. Where is it? The page? I can't tell. Now, do I want it, since I'm moving it anyway, do I want it like that? Or like this? I think we'll do like this. Like it was, only moved. Okay. Oops, whoops, okay. A little better, I don't know. We'll get some other accents in there, maybe it won't be so obvious. But it's like copying itself. Okay, like that. Usually I do 2 decorative boxes per spread and then just, you know, add some other accents. Alright, well. Box cluster. Okay, well we have quotes, so that can work for the decoration. Instead, Wander Seeker, I like that. I kind of want it down here. Or Wild and Free down here maybe. So let's cover this up. The other thing about Happy Planner paper is you have the sticker bumps. I'm sure you've heard some gals talk about that. All that means is, because this already says Wonder, so we'll do Wonder over here, and we will do Wild and Free over here, just to kind of mix it up. When you have better quality paper, like say Planner Envy paper, you do not have to worry about sticker bumps at all. But in Happy Planner paper, you have to worry about it, which is fine. I think probably a lot of planners have it like that. Just all these new planners are coming out with such great quality paper but Happy Planner is much more affordable. And they have pretty good variety. Okay. And I think Wonder Seeker. Nope, we'll put her up here. Her. The sticker is a her, if you didn't know. Because she's a Wonder Seeker. That's why. I'll put it right there. Goes into my 9 a.m., but that's okay. Okay. I had this, you know, should I put it somewhere? Let me see. It might just be kind of weird hanging out. Like nowhere. I'll just put it there for a little bling. Okay. So that's quotes. I think we could do maybe love up here. Oh, free spirit could be fun up there. I like it here, so we might remove this washi. Oh, it's pink under there, but that's okay. You know what? We'll just white it out, actually. This washi. I was gonna have to peel it up and white it out anyway because it's pink, so why not just white it out? Okay. We have some fun stars. I think we can make use of those. Well, let's just make sure there's nothing else. Maybe this moon can go somewhere. This is where I do my weather. It's something new that I've been doing since I have so much room in my planner. I don't like it there, but as I track the weather, I just write like general, not like, you know, everything about the weather. It's like general temp, general weather. I'm gonna use that box. Yeah, that's okay. I think we're gonna have to make it vertical again. Okay. Constellations, we'll wait. We'll do like a whole constellation spread. But we can grab these stars. What is kind of bare? Like down here and over here is always ends up bare. Oh, and we also had some of these. We'll get some of these on too. Just give it a little bam. Now wherever you put these stars, it looks cute, but you can't write there. So just know that. Okay, we're definitely gonna have 2 of these. I know it's silly just to white out like these right here where the sticker's gonna be when I'm leaving all these other ones, but silliness is okay. Whoops, not that far. We'll put this one on the edge here, cut it off, and then maybe stick some at the top as well. Like up here, I think. Isn't he cute? Okay, we're almost done. I'm just gonna use a couple of these stars. This is a big one. And we're gonna make them kind of dance down this side there. I like to do this when I run out of stickers. I just grab these little things and make them kind of come down this side. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up with some headings. So I think I'm gonna do 2 of these rose gold ones per page, and then let's see, we have a remember up here would be nice. A priority over here. It's a little too far. Okay, and then we'll get don't forget and reminder over here. Well, we can do priority over here. I think, what if we do it instead of top 3? So that's just not the cutest looking color. Okay, so priority, add some color up there, and then we'll do some don't forget. In here, I think. All right, and then headings, I'll grab these 2 green and these 2 blue, and then we'll be done. Because there was not so many decorative stickers, we kind of have to just make it work. Priority. So we'll do 1 on each side. This could be a don't forget over here. It fills in a little, you know, without being too crazy. Priority here, and I'll just do a reminder there. Okay, so now that is ready to go back in the planner. And yeah, I think that's gonna work fine. So I think I had my camera setting a little off when I filmed this page, which is the weekly overview. It's kind of disappointing. And my Monday page. So it might have looked a little darker. Not quite as bright as when I usually film. So we'll do a quick look at those just in the light. And then, you know, Monday. And then here's the page that we did today, which we just did washi to cover the pink. And again, this is going to be a 2-page daily. So this will all be Monday. And I think it turned out pretty cute for not having any Dago stickers. We have like the glitter stickers, which are fun and add. And when the camera was off, I did add these like falling stars, which I just think is a cute look. And I put a couple stars, you know, elsewhere. That was a family interruption time. Sometimes when they come down, I just want to kind of finish my thought before I get distracted. So that's what I did. And I just usually tell you gals afterwards that, you know, that's what happened. These stars didn't magically appear. And yeah, and then it made me look at my camera and see that it was on the wrong setting. So I apologize for that. That kind of stinks because this was a really fun spread. So is this. Maybe it won't be too dark and maybe I can lighten it in editing. But anyway, and actually for the most of this spread was also dark. So we'll see what we can do with editing. But anyway, I now have it fixed. So all future videos will be brighter. But this is today. This is not today. This is Monday, May 12th, coming up right around the corner. All right, check back. We will do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, A lot of things coming up, so check back on the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we're going to be planning for Tuesday, May 13th in my catch-all planner. So we're planning ahead for the week. And we're just getting everything ready, actually decorating ahead for the week, and we're getting everything ready for next week. It's Friday right now, so I'd like to plan ahead or decorate ahead so that when I'm ready to write my week in, it is ready for me. So this is going to be a 2-page daily. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I am turning a big Happy Planner vertical into a 2-page daily. It is a little bit of maintenance, but that's okay. I don't mind the maintenance. Now, for this video, we're going to be using the Creative Ingrid Bloom's Big Happy Planner sticker book. I grabbed the Wrong pastel boxes just in case I need a couple. They're running low, but if I do need them, but there are boxes in Ingrid book. And then I have Mojo Jojo's Pastel Date It, which I'm going to put the date on the top when I'm ready. So we have a little bit of maintenance to start with. And because I'm making this into a 2-page daily, I know it comes with maintenance. Even if I had a 2-page daily, which I was recently using a She Plans 1-page daily, turning it into a 2-page daily, there is still maintenance that has to go into that. So no matter what, it is maintenance. I don't mind the maintenance. I just set aside the time. Plus, I do have the channel, so I set aside the time to have decorating time. It's relaxing. I like it. And there are weeks that I don't have time to decorate, and I just revert back to just making a bunch of lists. That is what happened at the end of April. I think next I am gonna get, this is the color palette that I'm looking for here. It's kind of like this pink with the green from the Creative Ingrid, or it's called Ingrid Blooms. And I wanted that to be just like, I think we're going to pull it across here as a decorative sticker. And I'm starting out the gate with this because it's going to help me decide what to do with everything else. It's going on crooked. So I started this year with several planners. I think I actually started 14 in my lineup, my original lineup. I realized it was way too much. Like, it was going to make me crazy having that many planners, flipping around in all of them. And it worked okay in the fall for me, but I just really stopped liking the flipping around. So in January, I had like a little bit of a planner panic, and I decided to try some things out, and I ended up with a 2-page daily. So now I can open up my planner. I'm gonna cover this up just because pink's not really gonna go with what we're trying to do here. So now I'm liking a 2-page daily. I can open it up and see my entire day in one spread. And I like that. I don't know how I like that. It's kind of boxy up there. That's okay. So 2-page daily is where it's at for me now. So anything with this kind of green along with the pink in it, like maybe this one could work too, is what I'm gonna grab. And I'm getting ahead of myself. I do that sometimes. I start decorating before I even do the work and then maintenance on the page, which is what I'm doing right now. Not doing the maintenance. Starting the planning, or starting the stickering. We'll come back for the maintenance in a second. I usually like these little polka dots. I've been leaving them, even if they don't quite go, but this sticker, so we're definitely, if I can speak, going to need the punch today. which is okay. I'm gonna flip it around so I can cut it without really cutting the page much. Yeah, that's fun. So hold on to this for a second. Let's put it up and let's get the maintenance going. Okay, so for the maintenance on a 2-page daily, I like to have a timeline on the right side over here. Whoops, that's loud. So this takes a little bit of time, but all of the planners that I've used since the beginning of this year have taken time. It's like one of those things when you kind of want a custom planner experience, you have to put in the work of making a custom planner. It is time consuming, but I mean, again, it is kind of my creative time, my creative outlet. It's also for the channel, so it gives me like an excuse to do it. And I'm not always a decorative planner, so like my decorations on my planner are never perfect. They always look okay or cute enough, and then when you open the page for your day and you just see pretty stickers, regardless of if they're perfectly positioned, I really like it. So these are 1/2-inch lines that I use for my timeline. And I like the pink line separation. It gives me a morning timeline section. It gives me an evening timeline section and an, afternoon. I skipped that one. Afternoon and evening timeline section. So I like that. I'm still working it out, and you can see it's customized. Like, so I did try to design my own planner on Adobe and somewhere else. I'm just not tech savvy enough. Although I could try to use AI. Well, it doesn't matter right now because I have a ton of old happy planners that I don't want to just waste. Now, I have mentioned in my previous videos that I did donate my classic happy planners. I just realized classic is not going to work for me. I need more space than that, even on a 2-page daily. I think it's just the columns were too narrow, the sections were too small. So those were donated, and that was kind of hard because they are from 2020, some 2019, a couple 2018 I think, but I think that was the earliest in the classics. Super cute planners. Oh no, that's not true. I did have some 2016, 2017. Anyway, they were super cute, but they had to go. I just can't store so many planners all the time. All right. So back to decorating. The little moments, I mean, it actually does match okay. We'll leave it for now. We'll leave all this for now. And let's get back into our stickers. Okay, here's our sticker that we're working with. It's like the exact same sticker. And then one way to just make them look different is to kind of hang them off and cut them up. Cut them up, trim them off. That's what I meant, not cut them up. Gives you a bit of a custom look. I'm gonna just cut this one straight. Maybe feed this one back in over here somewhere. Yeah. And then we'll put this one somewhere. Okay, we're gonna wait on it. Definitely need a curve over here. So this section here is my cleaning and household section. So maybe we'll stick that there. The next thing I think I'm going to do is, before I get too distracted, is this pink. Yeah, I'm gonna write my times in. So if I wait too much longer, I'm going to run out of room. Oh no, the pink's dying. All right, man. This is my friction pen pink. It's a little bright actually for what I like, but that's okay. All right, so I think I started seeing this earlier. I like that this is my morning time block. I have a section for like my top 3 there. This is my afternoon time block. Sometimes I do sticker over my times, but I write them first anyway so that they don't get all bent. I've done both. I'll show you what I mean by bent when I put this back. It's on my Sunday, decoration day. Okay, that is done. Alright, I just have stickers on my fingers, kind of annoying. Let's put those down and let's see. I think I am just going to use this one in the top here. Or down here? No, I think in the top. Question is, should I do it like up here in the top? Let's see how this looks. Or more down here. I actually kind of like it way up here, even though it kind of mimics this, which I did not like how that looked. It's okay. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I think it's okay. Look at these. These are cute together. Actually, maybe I'll stay with these two because they're both the same color. So I saw Amy with Aim to Plan do this. She put them like that. I thought that was pretty cute, so I'm gonna try it. I'll stick it here and put the other one upside down because usually these are for the monthly. And well, let's get it straight. Yeah, they're for the monthly. They leave the number cut out, you know, but it doesn't have to be. So I guess we are gonna box over this Enjoy the Little Things, or can we put this over here? I'm gonna stick it down here. Straight, I hope. We'll call it Straight Light. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pull in some washi. So let's grab it out. I grabbed this washi originally. I just don't think it's gonna be enough to pull it together. So here's my washi. I mean, this polka dot might work. I would prefer it a little thinner for this, but so it has that bright kind of reddish, you know, that's in here. All right, let's see. Oh, that polka dot is cute. Is it gonna save it? I don't know. We're gonna see. Even though this is a white box up here, I'm gonna pretend like it's not a box and that's a floral sticker. I really don't like the white boxes that don't have an edge. It's like, what is the point of a box? You know? You can't even really tell it's a box after a while. Okay, so this is gonna be like what pulls it together, I hope. And then I usually like a couple, you know, we'll do one over here on 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. We'll do 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now I gotta do one in here. I guess I'll just do it over here again. I like it that this box is kind of bland. Okay, that's definitely a little better, and I don't know why. It's just the way I think. I think it looks better. Okay, so we need still stuff. Definitely down here is way too plain. And oh, we saw this thing. So let's find a place for that now. This is not exactly straight. Would we expect it to be? Maybe we just continue it over here. I don't know. And take this piece off. And we're gonna scoot this one up so it looks more cohesive. Yeah, okay. A little better. And this guy? Where can he go? I'll just get him in there. It doesn't look, no, it doesn't look good. Maybe we can back him in here. It's a little better. And this reddish pink is more what we have. So pastel boxes. This is throwing it off. Not that it's on anyway. Okay. Well. I have this big one. It's too big. Let's see what we can do with it. I think I can make it look like 2 boxes if we put, you know, the sticker on there. So hold on a second. I'm gonna cut it, maybe not perfectly in half, but cut it. Okay. If it was done a little more evenly, it would be perfect. It's okay, we're gonna leave it. And then this one, gonna cover this guy up. I mean, it's odd, but that's okay. We'll white this out. And I think we'll white this out too. It's just like super sloppy white out, but that's okay. I do wish these boxes were different colors. Do we have a different green? I'm just gonna go to quick check. I don't think we do left. I do have some of this crazy red. Not that one. That's not the right one, is it? I don't know, it might work. Boxes to save the day. Whoops, not there. I'm gonna put it up here. I mean, that is bright, but that's okay. Okay, now we're cooking with oil. So they say. As they say. That's what I meant to say. Alright. Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to get this big box in there, but look how close we are to this page. Hold on. Alright. I don't know. I want to use it, but where? Yeah, I think right here. Alright. And then we have, this is bingos, so I could white it out actually. I have done that before, just to reuse the box. So maybe I'll do that. And then I think we're gonna go back and get a couple more of these teal boxes if there are any left. Could do circles because we do have circles. Okay, now I'm getting carried away, huh? Another checklist. Do a spot for it. Maybe over here. Let's do it. If I need another circle, I'll come back. Here's a box. Okay, we're gonna get these on before, before I can't even move because of the stickers on my hands. Yeah. Okay. Now, I guess I do one more over here. I want one, oh, I want the dark one down here for heading. It might be a little too close to that green, so I'll move the green up. Okay. Well, we have a box explosion, right? So it saves how plain it was. But honestly, it'll be fun enough to write in, which is really what it's all about. Okay, these 3 circles. Put that one on there. That one there. That one there. And I did say I might use this bingo one, and I think I am going to use it down here and just white out the bingo. Oops, went a little overboard. Okay, that's fine. Wow, alright, now the pink looks really weird with it. I should have done red, and I'm going to do what I did last time and go over it in red. Okay, hopefully it looks okay when it's done. Look, at least like a peachy or coral is what I mean. Better than the pink. Now, let's go over this. I like the boxes, I think they help, but they do make it a little crazy looking and chaotic. That sheet can go in the trash. All right, but I still like it. Now I do need to add the date, and I was thinking kind of this peachy, going with this, and we are on Tuesday. So what do we think? Maybe we kind of go with the green. Overall, I like it. All of mine turn out decent and definitely cute enough to write in. So let's get it back in the planner. Whoops. I keep grabbing this upside down. I need to look for that Live Creatively section. So we still have to get the monthly done. Yeah, on May 9th. I haven't done the monthly yet. So maybe I will take a break from the dailies and start doing that. I forgot I had a punch down here. This is the We Are Memory Punch. It works really well for like when you're just doing a sticker. Whoops. A sticker fix. Whoops. Oh my. Okay. Oh, one on this side too. Oh, 2 on this side too. Alright. I try to make a mental note when I have to do this, but I did not do that this time. Okay, so there we have it, and I do think this red polka dot washi, it's kind of like a coral red, saved the day because it allowed me to bring in these red boxes. You know, we're close there anyway, but not quite. Yeah, I really like how it turned out. I think it's fun. So that is it for this video. Check back, and we're going to be decorating the rest of the week, and we will be doing the monthly as well, and maybe some monthly goals coming up soon. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tambour with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we're going to be decorating for Wednesday, May 14th. So we already have the weekly overview done. Sunday, I do a Sunday start, Monday, Tuesday, and now we are ready for Wednesday. And what we're using right now for a 2-page daily, so this is where I'm saying this is Tuesday. Both of these sides are for Tuesday. If you haven't seen my videos before, I have 6 planners essentially that I used to have separate in 6 planners and flipped around to the different sections. But now I put it on 2 pages of a daily so that everything's right here in front of me of everything that I need to get done for the day. I like it so much better than having to flip back and forth. So now we're going to do Wednesday. So we're turning this vertical, and this is actually a memory keeping planner, but it's essentially a vertical big happy planner that I'm going to be decorating for Wednesday, May 14th. Now I've jumped around planners quite a bit this year. I started with several planners and it was just too much. Like I said, the flipping back and forth was making me crazy. Started with the She Plans planner, which I used 2 months out of this month, and I really 2 months out of this month, 2 months out of this year. I really like that planner. But I have all these adorable Happy Planner planners still in my stash that when I went through my purge of my classic planners, these big ones did not get purged. I just was not ready to do that. So I thought, let's use them. It takes a lot of customization, but I was doing a lot of customization to my She Plans planner. I'll show you that in a moment. Anyway, so this is my She Plans planner, and I was doing all of this washi to do the sections. Then I was still decorating. I was sectioning off over here. So I'm no stranger to customizing a planner. I don't mind it. It's just you have to make the time for it. But other than that, I do think it's worth it when it's all done. And so this is always going to be my timeline on the right here, which I do love that about doing a custom planner out of a happy planner. All right. Let's talk about the stickers we're going to use this day because it is for Wednesday. I am thinking these are Rainbow Wrong Girls stickers, and I was thinking of using the pink here. Let me see which ones are closest to. Definitely this one. Okay, so we're gonna go with this lighter pink. This is the Happy Planner Big Rainbow Sticker Book. And what it comes with is 4 pages of the same color, or no, 3. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna go with this darker pink instead of this lighter pink. So three pages of the same color. I'm also gonna pop back here and grab this blue. So this is kind of like a teal blue. These are the colors that I'm kind of going with, these 2 together. I think it's going to be cute. And then we have the pink Wrong Girls. I'm not going to pull those out though. I usually do pull out my stickers, but I'm not going to pull those out. Okay. I think I often start with the maintenance. I think we'll just do that again. Gets it out of the way. So we're done with that. And this is obviously 2 sections for my timeline. I usually just write across, but if I had like a 9:30 thing, I could put it on this side. This could be the 9:30, this could be the 11:30, but I usually just write across what I'm doing for the whole 11 a.m. hour, and it works out really well. Okay, so we're going with pink again. And this teal blue. So I wanted to see if I had any washi in this teal blue. Oh, okay, maybe this can go. Have a little bit of a different blue down there, but I think it'll work. The reason this is cute, but I don't know if you can tell, these are animal dog prints. So it doesn't really go with the flow, but it's not super noticeable. So I've used it multiple times, even though it didn't really go with the theme. This washi I've used a couple times now. It's the Pink Room Company washi. It is a left-handed washi. So I've a couple times just put it on upside down because I'm used to pulling right-hand washi. So I put this on top and bottom, just washi in general, because I think it's cute. And, oh, I went into the punch there. It kind of hides this whiteout section, but I like the color. It looks like a design feature to me. Okay, and I'm going to do that to both sides. This one I'm going to take over again. Oh, see, I almost did it upside down. Like I did earlier this week. I took it across, and then this is a favorite picture of the week. When you're using a planner not for what it's intended for, like this is a memory planner, you might have some prompts like that that don't quite work out. So we'll put another sticker on top of there, like maybe one of these dolls. They're called dolls, right? I heard some planners say that. I guess like paper dolls. That's what they're supposed to be kind of like. I get it. Okay. Now this isn't always shaded pink over here. So like, oh, we'll see. Oh, it is tomorrow too though. Okay, so let's get this gal. Let's see if she's gonna cover. I don't know if she will. I think she will. Okay, that did take up my whole column, but that's okay. That's cute. And we want at least one friend on there with her. These are... There's no more paper girls. I think that's my first pink, right? Yeah. So we'll have to go with one of these gals. I kind of like this gal too, because they're like a similar style. I don't know, I think we're gonna put her down here by my timeline. Definitely want this line whited out. Okay, that's pretty cute. Life is better in pink. That's fun. Pink is feminine, playful, and comforting. Pink is feminine, playful, comforting, kind. Oh, I guess they're saying like pink. Yeah, got it. I don't always get the quotes. So I'll put that there. And life is better in pink. Put down here. All right. Look at that. Should I grab that? I think I'm gonna do it. And we're just gonna put it on this side here. Then I'm gonna just start bringing in some of these boxes. Well, that is pink. We definitely need flowers on the other side. Let's see where we want them. I'm gonna bring them up from here. All right, so there's 3 pages of pink. 3 or 4? Yeah, 3. 3 of each color, I believe. So I'm gonna set that aside for now, and let's start looking at our boxes and our checklist. Okay. I think that could go down a little bit. case I want to do a heading. I may not, but just in case, let's take it all the way down. A little more. Yeah. If we do a heading, we can do a pink one. Okay, definitely want some boxes. Should I put her on a box? I'm gonna do her on this box. She's just gonna grab the corner, I think. Whoops, don't rip her. So I don't like these dark black headings when everything else is kind of like pastel or soft. So my point is I was gonna white that out anyway. Okay, not bad. And let's give her one too. Can we do it? I think we can. Let's just be careful. I don't want anybody to rip. And she is a paper sticker, so she will probably cover up more. Yeah, we just need to do the to-do. Alright, not bad. Maybe put something else. Oh, like we can put this little heart here to kind of cover up that. You know, that's cute. Okay, so we have a couple boxes on there. Should we do, I think we should do these decorative boxes here. I think we're just going to do these decorative ones instead of the ones with words. I like that a little better. We can get those with pink boxes. Too much at once, you guys. Alright, so it's kind of on the wrong side for what I want to do, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. Why do I always pull off like all the stickers? Like something's gonna happen to them if I don't pull them off together. Kind of crazy. Okay, and now this will be with this. Although that one's gold, it's cuter, the heading. I'm still gonna cover it up. Okay, and we'll do something similar over here. We might make this box like this. So you can see I cover up my times sometime. It just happens sometimes because I'm trying to bring the spread together and I don't mind it. I can count. Alright, that's fun. This is crooked. That's still crooked. Okay, so let's get some headings kind of covering it. So instead of noted, we can say now. Like that. Okay, the pink heading for over here, let's do a, do we have to do? Not in this short one. I'm gonna say later, even though it's not for later, it's for now. Cute, okay. I think we just do a couple more of these pink stickers. And we'll do a noted over here. All right. Do a later over here. I think a little further down maybe. Now there, and I'm just doing that for color. It's not necessarily like, not like I'm gonna do that box first. Okay, so later and later. I guess we'll change that one to now, and we'll put a later. It's funny they just have now and later as your choices. Okay, so I'm just accenting for a second to get the colors on there. And they're kind of throwing off like the elegance of the wrong stuff, but that's okay. Let's do a couple more like decorative things. I think this is cute here. Shoes. Like I own, what do I own? 3 pairs of shoes? So it's not really my thing, but they're cute. Okay. Something more over here. A checklist. We can do a checklist. We'll do a checklist. Yeah, something has to be over here. It's a little too plain. It's way too low. Okay, that's a little better. I think maybe a heart. Life is good up here. Pink heart here. I think I'm gonna have to write on this because I use that as my weather section. So I'm gonna have to write on that. I want something else down here. This would be like the first time using that. How does that look? I don't know about that, but we'll grab one for over here too. We'll just do a to-do, like here. Just get some pink down here. Okay. I want to remember here. It's just like, oh, that adds just a cute pop of pink. I'm going to switch these with the pink one. And then I think we're really going to be done. Like really. I didn't even use my tweezers this time. Okay. All right, it is good enough. Okay, so we just picked through and used, can I use these two? I'm gonna try to, because when they're like that, they're not gonna stick. They're gonna fall off and just end up in the trash. So, give me a second to figure this out. Let's put it down here by 9 p.m. And then a quick to-do. Hang it off here on this side. Okay. Yeah, I mean, actually, not bad. I don't love her just floating there. I usually like to put something there to have them stand on. I have people. So let me see if I maybe use a little more washi right there, just to give her something to stand on. Yep, I like that better. And let's get this side too. Well, that's looking pretty cute. I like the colors, but I actually really like it. So let's put all of these back in the book. And I usually put the ones I've used just on top, so I know to use them again. Close that up. Okay. And now we're to Mojo Jojo's Date It. So let's get that. We're definitely gonna probably have to do pink is what I'm thinking. All right, that's pretty cute. So let's get that back in the planner. Okay, we have a punch. I forgot about that. Is that just washi? I'm just gonna pull that off and cut it. Is that the only thing? Yes. Okay. You never know how your spread is gonna turn out. I know some people really do plan out a lot of it, but I think most of us gals don't. We just kind of throw things together. So for that, I do think it's super cute and it's super colorful. So that is Wednesday done. And now we just have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday left to decorate. It is Friday, the 9th. So I'm planning or decorating ahead so that I can jump right into planning when it's time. So next video we will do Thursday. Okay, so that is it for this video in decorating Wednesday, May 14th. Check back to the channel for the rest of the week. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we are going to be planning for Thursday, May 15th. So it's currently late on. Pretty much done planning for today, and I've started planning a little for tomorrow, but we're cutting it close here because Thursday is coming right up, and so we need to do Thursday, Friday, and Saturday pretty quickly. So I'm gonna grab Thursday out here. I like how everything's turning out in this planner, which is a big Happy Planner vertical memory keeping planner. It's a little different than a regular vertical, and really what it has is some sidebar things and then some grids and lined squares, which I think is really fun. Today, I wanted to try this teacher icon big stickers because, for one, I have very limited big stickers from Happy Planner. So they have these boxes that actually fit the size of this planner. And I just think it'd be fun because it's colorful. Wanted to challenge myself a little bit. Really, I just wanted to use the stickers. I am going to use Mojo Jojo Plans Pastel Date It to date the planner. Now we're turning this into a 2-page daily. I've been using a 2-page daily basically since the beginning of the year. I've just switched around which formats I was using. And I did try a 1-page daily at one point. It just was not gonna work for me. So right now I'm setting up these lines here that are for my timeline. I am looking forward to June because in June I am going to do a dashboard as a 2-page daily, and the dashboard already has all these lines, so I think it's gonna be pretty nice. I'm gonna be a little spoiled for June, and then we'll see where we go for July, what format to use. Now I'm using some of the old planners that I have in my stash because they're really cute and I've had them for years. This one is 2017, so what are 8 years old this thing is? I have a 2016 too that I'm gonna swing around back to. And this takes about, for each month, it takes about 9 months of pages. So it really uses a lot to do a 2-page daily. It uses a lot of months for even just 1 month of a 2-page daily. So I think it's gonna go really well. They're gonna be used up quickly and they're not gonna be wasted. I did try very quickly a classic 2-page daily, and the reason it didn't work is it just didn't have enough room for me to write. I write big. I do, I know it. I like to be able to, I don't have to think about writing small. Just where I am right now. So it makes it easy to have so much space in this big happy planner. So right now I'm drawing lines for a timeline, time blocking. I really mostly time block. I don't have a lot of appointments, but I like to keep on track with like what I'm supposed to be focusing on in the morning, you know, according to myself. When I don't have it, I kind of just like go off a list, but it's not as organized. I don't get as much done as when I have it in a timeline here. Okay, so drawing these lines across. Have been kind of spamming my channel. I had some old videos from April where I had decorated and I really liked how they turned out. But because I do a daily decorate anyway, I didn't really know how to get them on without just putting a couple videos per day. So I know it's kind of been a lot. It's gonna calm down now, because now we're back up to date. I think I'll do one more older video because I think it's a pretty cute stickering. Okay, so I essentially do about a 1/2 inch. They're not perfect. Sometimes they might be slightly slanted, but they're good enough for my timeline. So what I wanted to say is when you have to customize, not have to, but when you choose to be picky about a planner like I am, you're gonna have to do some work and customization. And so that's where we are, customizing the planner. I love that there's color already on the page for when if a day goes by where I don't have time to decorate. I still have some really fun, cheerful colors on the page. The reason I'm whiting out these days up here, if you haven't seen my channel, this spread is gonna be one day. So instead of having several days on the top, and what I could do is circle like whatever day it is. Some planners have that option. When it's a daily planner and undated, they still can have you circle the day. But that would be if I don't have time to do all this, which right now I'm making the time. Okay, so this little quote I'm gonna leave unless it's gonna be in the way, but I think it's gonna be fine right over there. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is grab some washi. I want some fun, colorful washi, and I want it to be a little thicker. So let's see what we have. The colors that I'm wanting to work with today are orange, pink, and yellow. So I don't know, maybe this. We don't have the, oh, we do have yellow in there. Okay, so we have extra colors too. And not all of the stickers that I'm gonna use are exactly all orange, all pink, all yellow. So I think this is gonna work really well. And it's a really fun color washi. if you see my videos, you probably see me do this over and over again. I like to washi the top and the bottom. It helps cover up this whiteout for one when I'm decorating like this. But I also love when Happy Planner did like these top and bottom borders. But the nice thing about doing it yourself is you can choose to switch it up every week. And the Happy Planner, you'd be like using it for the whole month. But I do still like it when Happy Planner did that. I thought it was cute. I think that the Jess Miller teacher planner from last year, I know that she had that on top and bottom, kind of like a washi, really just a colorful art strip. Super cute. All right, so that's just a basic start, and let's look at our stickers. Now I definitely want this orange box on, and I was thinking of putting it over here. I don't love shaded color boxes, so this shaded section over here is never going to be my favorite. But I think, and you know what, we'll put it over the picture of the week too. Or should we put, maybe we'll put a sticker on there. Hold on. What do we have? Library Day. What? Nope, not yet. Okay. If we cover this over picture of the week, because this is now a day, but also I wouldn't do pictures anyway. Okay. That's crooked. We'll fix that in a second. Then we can kind of put this, you know, wherever. Not there. It just fell. Thankfully, I haven't had a lot of page tears lately, so that's nice. Okay, I like that well enough. The glasses and the glasses. We'll need something there, maybe a box, we'll see. I thought it'd be fun to get one of these. These are like, they're really cute boxes. They look like notebook paper. The thing that kind of bothers me about them is I don't like a box that doesn't have an edge, because you can hardly see that it's a box. So I don't even know. Maybe I won't put it on there. Maybe I'll do one of these. So we're doing orange. Oh, we have a yellow box too. I don't know if we're gonna use that, but we're doing orange, yellow, and pink. We already have the pink on there. In quite a bit, but we might bring in some other ones. All right, so for this, scissors. Let's bring in our other page and see. I also want to see what other notebook pictures there are, because this is my weather section up here. Can we get something cute for the weather? Very school focused. So this one is as good as any, this little scissor section. So sometimes when I have a box up here in the weather, I can put the approximate temperature in there, and it's fun. See how you can hardly see that there's a box on there? That's why I don't love the boxes without a border. Let's do a yellow book on there. Why? I don't know. Let me see if there's something else. Something weather related I was looking for, and then I just grab a book. I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna put prep. And the reason I'm gonna put prep is because you have to prep for the day with the weather a little, you know. So we'll just put that on there. Okay. And the book over here, exclamation mark over there. So that'd be kind of fun to use some of these pencils and like make kind of like a washi box type thing. But maybe we can just do a box. I will do, let's bring in this light pink because it's kind of what we have. And let's see. I don't know about this, but we'll see. This is my top 3 up here, so it could be fun to kind of border it off. Oh, I like because this is a big sticker book. This pencil goes all the way across the column, like perfectly. And let's do yellow to kind of mix it up. That's pretty fun. And then we'll do pink over here. We don't really need it, but I like it. Or maybe we'll put it up here. Sometimes I don't really like that there's a gap between the washi and there, so let's just use it. Then we have that full line to write in. All right, that's kind of fun. Now, we're gonna grab out the boxes of the colors that we're using, except maybe this one, because I don't know about that yet. So we have this little orange one, and maybe not the big pink. I don't know if we're gonna do any more big ones. I like to have boxes up here in my wellness, so let's get like this here. This chair is pretty cute. I think this is why gals who aren't teachers get teacher sticker books, is because they have cute stickers. You know what? I don't like how it's, you know, box. So let's put this one over here for the weather. It just kind of looks like nothing's there. That's why I don't like the boxes that aren't bordered. Can I do it when it's not crooked? Oh, it's definitely better. Okay, so we'll come in here with this orange. Says appointment, but we can always put coffee or something on there for our tracker. Oh, actually that looks pretty good. Okay, so this is something I wanted to kind of have fun with, are these emoji guys. We'll see how this is gonna turn out. I had an idea. So we have, oh, we got this laughing guy too. Okay, so let's start with this. Laughing up here. Smiling. Love. Little grumpy. Also in love. And we'll just do these last two down here. Alright, it's kind of fun. Alright, now back over here. I started something kind of like that over here, but I want to do it with something else. The books maybe and the exclamation marks could work. Maybe a coffee or two. We'll get one coffee in each color. I think I'm gonna go with the brighter pink. And I guess we could do the lighter pink too. So orange, yellow, two pinks. I don't know, can we have coffees cascading down? That is what I feel like I need. Well, yeah, let's do, I'm gonna do kind of a brighter pink right here. Coffee time. And now I can actually track my coffee here. I'll just do pink and orange coffees down here. Just gonna have to scoot over just a little. Should we do orange and yellow? Maybe we'll do orange and yellow. I'm not a huge fan of the light pink, but we'll put this one over here. So we'll do some other icons down here. Pink and orange book. So, yellow paper clip. orange exclamation mark, and I think we'll top it with a pink exclamation mark. All right, it's fine. All right, so now I do want this chair on each side because it's cute. Where we'll decide. Probably one here is fine. It's already up there, so we'll just put it down here too. Late start. Put that in the orange. Actually, let me write in my numbers real quickly. Probably put late start there. Okay, so can't really see late start, so I think I'm going to put it just in the middle. This is kind of a hard one, so I don't know. We're going to see how it's going to do. We'll do like a plan here. I'm actually going to put it at the bottom just because the best is right there. So we don't really need something right at the top. You can use some of these today's. Put one. Where, guys? Right there. I think we need more of the notebook boxes. So I'll grab just random ones, smiley face. And a ruler. All right. Gonna randomly line them up somewhere. I'll just switch these because this does not have any smiley faces on it, and that one's right there, so. Class pet and class pet. We're just gonna like put some on each page to give it like color. And then think we'll be done soon. All right, so I'm gonna look for a thinner washi because as fun as this already is, I'm not loving it. I think I'm just gonna use the stripes. I don't think it'll clash too much with this guy, but we'll see. I don't know, I think the washi kind of hides like some of the flaws and then just gives like some fun bright colors. So that is what I like about washi. Okay, it's better-ish. And let me just look through and see if there's anything else I want to put on here, but I don't know. Okay, I like this listed out. So it's for the boys, their task list here, so we'll put that there. Straight as today. Just a little yellow down there. We could probably do some orange on there actually too. I just want one emoji at least over here. I like the colors of this. It says early release. I'm just gonna stick it up here. Some cute colors. Well, that's all I can really find to put on, and it's definitely enough. It's colorful, it's cute enough. I think it's fun, and it may be a little busy, but that's okay. So now we're just gonna get the dates on. Thursday, big old May, and a big 15. Okay, we are ready to put this back in the planner. So my goal with decorating is definitely not to be perfect. I've had some really cute spreads this week, so I'm pretty happy with them, but this one's just kind of colorful and fun. I don't know, maybe I'm getting tired. I think the vibe matches like the confetti look of the original page. Yeah, super colorful, super cheerful. I do like it. So that is it for this video. We still have Friday and Saturday to do, so stay tuned for those. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we are going to be decorating for May 16th, which is a Friday. And we are using this Happy Planner vertical memory keeping planner, and we're customizing it into a 2-page daily, which is what I prefer to use. So every spread is actually for 2 pages. Now we are on Tuesday, May 13th, just trying to get the rest of the week decorated so that it can be planned in. I do like it decorated when I'm planning. So let's get on to Friday. Now, because this is going to be customized into a 2-page daily, I'm just gonna white out these top days. So I've basically been making a 2-page daily from different planners since mid-January, and I've tried a couple other things. I did try a 1-page daily. I did try a weekly planner this year. None of that was really working. I just write too big, and I really want to include a lot in my day. So I do like having 2 full pages to kind of write everything on. The other thing is I had last year in the fall, I had several planners, I think maybe 8, and I was flipping around to different planners just to see like what I needed to do for wellness, what I needed to do for cleaning, what I needed to do for work, etc. And it was getting really frustrating to me. I really wanted to just be able to open one spread and see everything, and that's why I opted for a 2-page daily. 1-page daily, if I wrote smaller, it definitely could have worked. Or let's say a 1-page daily, maybe one other planner where you write things. But again, that has the problem of flipping around just to see what you have to do for the day. So I am liking a 2-page daily, just with how big I write, and then I do kind of write everything down that I want to do, like every single thing that comes to my head. The reason I do that is you can think of something sometimes and then later in the day be like, what was that thing that I wanted to get done? At least that is something that I fall into a lot. I miss things because they're not written down. Just my mind needs that extra written reminder. So right now I'm just using some glossy washi. This is actually from Walmart. I am not sure of the brand. I've had it for like 5 years, so I don't remember. I just remember that it was from Walmart. I'm not a huge fan of glossy washi overall, but I do like this blue color for this spread today. Okay, so I've just been doing top and bottom washi, like topping it off, and I really like how that ends up looking. Now, before we get much further, I am going to do my maintenance. So I know this is kind of time consuming. What I'm doing right here is I'm making 1/4 inch lines. I'm just marking where I'm going to need to come across the column here, and I do a 2 column for my timeline. So I like 2 columns for the timeline so that I can write big, and then each column can be a half-hour spot if I need it, like say 9 a.m., 9:30, but I don't usually use it like that. I mostly time block with it, so it's not necessarily precise timing as much as it is like morning block of activities, afternoon block of activities, and that is one reason why I like the 3 separations here with the pink. It's super cute that way. I'm gonna white this out just because it is where I usually write my times. It's pretty cute though. I think I might leave it for now. We'll decide later if I need it out of there, because I could put the time still and just write what I need over there. So anyway, I like to kind of put what I want to be doing for those hours instead of like exact thing at 10:30 or 11. But that is also because I am a stay-home homeschool mom, so I'm not running around a ton. So I don't have those appointments where we have to be somewhere at a certain time. So I've said this before, this is the process of if you want a custom planner, unless you can make one. I know some gals have made, like designed some and then printed them out. I have not been able to do that. Every planner I've used this year, even if it was a daily page with an extra page to make a 2-page daily, I still did some type of maintenance for. And it's one of those things I am fine with because I'm the one who's being picky, but also it's kind of relaxing. And to just have the space that I want to plan, it does make it worth it. So I like to use pencil for this part. And we're almost there. So what I was saying with the 3 sections, you have like your morning block section, afternoon block section, and evening block section. Some people use their entire vertical planner like that. They'll put like everything in the morning on top, everything in the afternoon in the middle, and everything in the evening at the bottom. So we're kind of doing that with time blocking though. And only there. Okay, so that is easy enough. I'm gonna grab my black pen and just write in the times. My first 2 I leave for like my first 3 I leave for my top 3. And I just start writing under. This pen is on its last. This may be the last time I can use it. So you can see it ends at 5 p.m. going straight into the evening, ends at 11 a.m. going straight into the afternoon. So I really like how that's working out. I plan right now from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And if I ever wanted to do like 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m., I would just write those in and start using them. Unfortunately, I'm gonna toss that pen. I would just, you know, add those times and fill in what I wanted to fill in. So, okay, so let's get to the stickers that we're gonna be using today. This is the Wrong Wrong Happy Planner accessory book. And these are on a really good sale on Amazon. I'm gonna put them in the description and I'll try to move it to the top because you get, this is what's left. There's a lot of really good stickers. There's some big stickers, some smaller stickers, seasonal stickers. This is just a really fun accessory book. And then you get these cute, I've already used all of these sticky notes over here. And this like notepad that you could change into a sticky note with some tape runner. But anyway, this is what we're using today. Now I wanted to do a different spread later with the pets, like how some of these gals have their pets and then just the pets. So we'll do that, we'll save those. We may grab some of these accessories back here, but I think we're gonna mostly do these stickers here. So I'm really just gonna start putting them on. We have 2 big sticker sets of girls left, so I'm gonna use those. I mean, these colors are cute. This is why I chose the blue washi, because they at least have one girl in each section with jeans. So I thought it'd be cute to grab the blue. Now for this set of girls, whoops, it's not. I want her wine arm cup, or coffee, that's coffee. Her coffee cup to come with this. I might want them up here. I'm gonna turn it upside down just so I can see where their head should be. Maybe we white out a little on top, because then I can move them up a little. Okay, so I am gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna do this whole line here, white it out. And their heads can be a little up on the, right under the washi, and I can have a little more room for writing. Yeah, so it does take my nightstand. That's okay. And I can always add a box there, or sometimes I do write on top of the sticker. But those look cute. How can you not love that? And we have Girl Gang and Hustle and Heart. So I want to grab those off to use. So let's look at our boxes. The boxes that I was thinking of using are all the blue boxes from this Wrong Pastel box sticker book. We have 2 shades of boxes in here, so let's go with this light one first. I think I'm just gonna grab this big guy out. So I do like this here, the little bullets there with the colors. So I'm instead gonna cut this not in half, but like a little off. And I did this with one of my other spreads this week. I like how it turned out. So we need to find, I think all these girls are already on here except for her. Oh, so these 2 are not on there. She's on but in a different jacket, so we might get away with her. And then if she, yeah, actually she's not in it either. Okay, all 4 of those girls can be used. So we are going to utilize them. Let's grab this gal first. So she technically is right there, but just with a different outfit. And let's put her, what does she have? She has like a purse. She looks like maybe she's going to get some errands done or, you know, get some stuff done. So we're going to put her here in the work section. Yeah, that's cute. All right, so for this one, we can grab, let's grab this gal. She looks, she doesn't look like she's going to clean. She has high heels on, but I'm going to put her in my cleaning section anyway. Oh, you know what? We're going to do this one vertically. Maybe not. We don't have to do it vertically. Okay, so she's gonna go that way. And just the same thing. I'm just gonna stick her on the edge. Yeah. So it kind of looks like I whited out that line and then stuck the sticker on, but I didn't have to white it out. So I like that. All right, so those are definitely on there. Those are gonna be set aside. Let's get some more boxes. Some of this darker blue. It's only slightly darker. I'm gonna grab this checklist while I'm over here because I do like a good checklist. They're back here more. Oh, this is a fun circle. I think that could be fun. And I'll grab this one just in case, but I want a bigger one probably. This book is different than any other colored box sticker book because the boxes are actually like different colors throughout. So if you get to blue, you may not know if like all your blues are used up because you might have to just go to a different section and then you'll find the same color blue that you thought was gone. So it's a little confusing. But I do still really like the wrong boxes because if you have something you're covering up, you can't see the lines as well through it when you use any other brand box that I've used so far. You will see the lines through it. The wrong just went that little extra step and made it slightly darker, so I'm happy with that. Okay, that's good for a start, and I'm gonna get a couple more boxes on and then we'll just add some more decoration around them. Sometimes boxes can kind of be a decoration in themselves because they put color on the page and they can look super cute. Okay, so we have this vertical box can come too. Let's get some of this on. I think I'm going to slightly come over my timeline here just to get some color, because what can happen with the timeline is this middle spot where your timeline is can really be plain, look plain. Okay, and then over here, I love to have boxes up here in my wellness section. So let's get one up here too, vertically. All right, and this is a little lighter, so I think that's gonna be cute. There. This one was not straight. It's close though, I don't know. I'm not gonna risk ripping my page. So let's go see if we have any of the lighter blues again. Oh no, lighter blue circles, those will be fun. We'll use some of those. So we have one circle there. We'll put a circle over here. It's fun to have like a little box over here in my weather because I can put the temperature or approximate temperature in there. I'll put this over here. Okay, anything else? Oh, here's a light box. You know what? I think this one's the same color. It is. How did I do that? It's okay. We're gonna switch them out though. We might extend it with that one, but I just like to vary the colors a little. You know, like that. I like that better. And except that they're crooked. We'll go back and fix that in a second. I don't know, maybe too many circles around there. So you do have to be careful taking up wrong boxes. The reason that you can't see through them so well is that they are pretty strong boxes. So this time if it's a little crooked, I'm probably gonna leave it. And we'll just put that there. Circle, circle, it's okay. All right, and I think we can actually, I think that's gonna be all the boxes. Is that a third blue? Yeah, that's the same color. I mean, we can maybe put a box down there. We'll do that. And we'll grab this circle for it. Okay, so the camera went out for a second. I just added a couple boxes down here and this little box up there. So now I think we punch in a couple more gals. She may not be the right tone we're going for. But I think we can do some of these. So we'll do like Girl Gang here with that cute pink. No, we'll do the red over here. So we don't even have red on this page, but we do over there. So we'll put Hustle and Heart right there. And I think just Girl Gang, we'll put it back this way, here. And it separates these boxes a little, so if I want to separate a task, it can be separated. Okay, and then we already have, no, we don't have these girls on. Oh, but we kind of have them in here, but you know what? We're going to get one of these gals on too. Okay, I like it when I find one that's not on yet. So we'll put them right about here. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty cute. All right, so I might do washi in the middle. And what do I think would be fun? You know what I liked that I used earlier was this black and white stripe washi. I don't know if it's gonna work for this, but let's just grab it. I don't want to spend forever finding washi. So this is just gonna add a little more decoration in here. It's not really needed. I just like a little more variety. It needs like a little more color here. I'm gonna do this one from over here because we have the space. So if I start one from the left, then the next one will be from the right. So that's why I'm gonna switch them. I'm gonna do this one from the left over here. And about there, I think. Looks good. It doesn't add color, but it adds design. I like it. Okay, we'll have to cut this little. This is the part that kind of sticks up when you put your washi away. Like that little piece that kind of pulls up. and it doesn't stick so well. So do the same thing here, and then that gives her something to stand on, so I do like that. I don't like when the girls are just like floating. Okay, and then we will give her something to stand on too. And I'm just gonna straighten this hustle and hard a little. Maybe even put a tiny bit on top. Oh, that ripped the box sticker. But I've done this before, and all it does is kind of look like I whited it out underneath the sticker, so I think it's gonna be fine. Let's see if we can get that off the back. Yeah, that came off okay. When you move stickers around, you always have a little bit of a risk of that kind of thing. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely cute enough. So let's get the date on, and I thought for this particular date, I'm gonna stick this back in, close it up, and we're doing the date is what we're doing. So for this little prompt over here, I loved these moments. I could do that for my day, right? 5 things I like about my day on Thursday, or this is Friday, or I could just make it like a list, which is probably what I'm gonna do, because I do need a list. Okay, Mojo Jojo Plans dated in the black and white, and we're just gonna put Friday, May, and I like that Friday and May are the same height. In the pastel one, May is always quite a bit bigger than the day, but the number is bigger always in both the pastel and in the black and white. So these two are even, but then the 15 is a little bigger. But yeah, that is cute. I like it. And it was quick and simple. I really needed that at the end of this week because I have had a busy decorating week and a lot of editing, trying to get some old videos on, which I'm not gonna stop. I know it looks like my channel's been spamming like crazy, but I did all the effort to decorate for the end of April, so I really wanted to get them on the channel, but I'm gonna stop. Maybe one more, because I really do like my Friday of that last April decoration. Okay, but for now, this is Friday, May 15th, and we are cutting it a little close because we're here on Tuesday. Started planning for tomorrow, so Thursday, Friday, and now the next one that we have to do is Saturday. Then we're done for the week, but we have to immediately start into the next week, which is good. It keeps me busy. But this is how this one turned out using Wrong Wrong Accessory Book. So many cute Wrong Wrong girls in this spread. I love it with her pastel boxes. Makes it fun. Cute spread, plenty of room to write, and lots of fun little nooks and crannies to write in. So I am gonna love it. Okay, so stay tuned for Saturday and decorating for next week, and a couple other videos that may be coming up soon, I hope. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we are going to be decorating for a Saturday, May 17th. We already have the entire week decorated. It is now Wednesday, so it is really time to get Saturday going because tomorrow I'm really gonna try to plan the week ahead, which, if you notice, switches colors, so that's gonna be really fun. So this whole week we've done this really pretty bright pink. And for Saturday, I wanted to do something a little different. I like this over here to kind of wrap up the week on Saturday, what I'm loving, thankful for, thinking of going, wearing, and excited for. But Saturday's gonna be formatted a little differently than what I've been doing with my normal dailies. So let's just look, for instance, this is a Friday. Both sides are for Friday. It's a 2-page daily. I have a timeline on the right side, which I prefer. And then I have my different sections. So this is weather. This whole section is cleaning and or home care, changing light bulbs, vacuuming, mopping. Up here on the top is my wellness in these 3 boxes. I usually use this side as my boys list of things to do. Work stuff in here in these 3 middle ones. And down here I have a little bit of freedom to do whatever. And I usually put dinner over here. So that's my format normally for every day. No matter how it's decorated, that is the format, right? For the whole week. So what we're gonna do on Saturday instead, because Saturday is a day of rest, what I was thinking is, I'm gonna show you why in a second. This is my weekly overview that I have before my daily planner. And this is getting pretty filled up, and I didn't get to write everything. This is like a pre-plan for the whole week, but for all of my topics. This got pretty filled up, and I didn't get to write everything that I wanted to do on there before kind of running out of space. So I thought this could be pre-planned for like everything other than work. And then for Saturday, I'm going to, oddly, because it's a day of rest and no work, I'm gonna have these open so that I can pre-plan the whole week for work only. Then I'm gonna come back and look at this for the future week, not for the previous week. I did start doing something kind of like this in my She Plans planner, where I kind of broke Saturday up into days and put a couple things there. So the idea was there. I'm gonna just expand on it a little in this planner for Saturday. The rest of this up here is gonna stay with these days. I will put the dates, and they are going to be pre-planned for work. That's what I'm thinking of doing right now. Let's go ahead and get this started for the maintenance that we need. And I think, because it's already separated, we don't really need to do anything with that. I think we just need some dates on there and we are good. So we're starting Sunday, and I usually do a Sunday start, and I usually re-day the weekly. But I love how these days look, how colorful they are and how cute they are. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna take this Sunday as Sunday the 18th. I know it's kind of crazy, but that's how I wanna do it so that I can keep the cuteness. We will take these pages out because I do like to work with them when they're out of the book. So I put the dates after the day because these dates are a little tall for the top, and it's fine like that. So that is done. Now let's talk about what colors. I wanted to do pink and bright blue, so like this kind of bright blue, florals. And then because this bright blue has gold in it, we can bring in some gold. So I'm gonna come over here to like these type of stickers, and I'm just gonna grab some off onto these extra sticker pages that I grabbed. I like to do this sometimes because then I don't have to flip through the books if I can't tear out the pages. And there's just too much in these books to just be tearing out the pages. So I'm just grabbing them like this. So pink, blue, and gold I'm gonna grab out. See how the gold matches the center of that blue sticker. And if I don't use any, I can just put them back in here, these last two. Okay, and we'll close this for now. If we need it again, we will open it again. All right, so knowing this is my timeline over here, I still want something cute in this corner. So I think I'm just gonna do a floral. I'm gonna make it kind of big. We'll put it on the side like that. And I just hung a little off. Kind of wish I'd been a little more careful, but that's okay. A small clip. Okay, now, definitely think we can use this here. We'll cut some of that off. And the big blue, where should that go? Maybe on Thursday, I guess. We can do this. Just gonna do it like that. So we have a lot of florals on the page. I think we put like a little cluster up here for Wednesday. And I'm gonna make it doubled up so it looks a little bigger. Let me see my tweezers so I can see what I'm doing. You know, I guess we could punch. I don't really like to punch, but that's okay. And okay, I'll trim off just the edges here. And then we'll take a moment. I'm actually just gonna scissors trim these. It's what I did before I had my punch, and sometimes by the time you get your punch out, you can be done. But maybe not this time. See, that was pretty quick, though, overall. Okay. Now I'm gonna get this box somewhere. We don't really have blue over here, so let's do it over here. And we're gonna do it with, you know, boxes. I wanted a gold. We don't really have a big gold. It's okay. We'll just go like this. And then a little pink. Yeah. I think we just do a pink important here. Okay. And we'll do this blue. Those florals match. So I guess we'll do this blue over here again too. I think we can make it work horizontally where it looks like it's supposed to be that way. So let's do that. Get a pink plan here. And we'll just come back with the gold. It's like all over here. So let's move the blue box just over here. We might move a couple things around then in that case. So. Okay, it's a little more balanced. And we have no boxes really over here. So let's see what we can do. So we do have that flower. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you think too much and it doesn't matter. Just, you know, just do it. Okay. With small boxes, we're not gonna get the best look. That's okay. I don't mind too much. We might have to go back in for a couple more florals and just, you know, top it off a little. Okay, let's see. Now let that box be the box. Remember here is fine. Blue box. And look at this pretty floral box. We'll put that one down here. This yellow box, this gold one, it's not working for me. So this is one thing about a big planner, is sometimes the stickers are just sized way too small. Okay, I'm gonna see. First thing I wanna do is cut these 3 apart, because I think that will give me decorative pieces to fill in some of this extra space between the boxes. So that'll look better than just having nothing. Okay, so like this can go here. It also brings that blue over here, which is nice. This one there. And we'll put one back over here. I already has that there. Blue on blue, it's okay. Okay, so that's already better. So I'm just gonna do a quick look for boxes. See if we have anything else. So I grabbed a few more boxes, and I was really trying not to be so stingy. So, you know when you want to save stickers because you think they're cute? Sometimes it's so funny how much we do that. I like this connection here, but I don't like how they're matching. So let's grab this guy up for a moment. And I think, I think we're good actually there. So now we have this cute gold one, which I like too. Should I put it over here still? Yeah, I think we can stick it here. And put this blue box over here. Maybe a vertical. And then remember, it can go back here. One more random blue box. We'll put it down here, and then we can put this cute floral one. I don't know, guys. I think I'm just gonna stick it here for now. All right. Oh, one more yellow box I totally forgot. I think this could be cute up here. I don't have any boxes on Wednesday, so we'll hang it off here. Not that we need a box on every day. Okay, I'm gonna fill in with these flowers, and then I think we can just, you know, be done. You know, flowers can just really make some of these awkward spots look cute. So I like that a lot about them. It's a lot of stickers on Sunday. Okay, we'll get some more down here. I'm gonna cut these apart as I don't really need a 3 giant floral design. Where's that? Oh, come on. Okay. It's so small. I think I'm gonna put this up here with this one. And for this one, what should I do? Because I have that one there. Okay, I do think it's missing something over here, even if they are matchy-matchy. So let me put them a tiny bit lower. Okay, so that is it. No rhyme or reason, really, just color and cuteness. So I do think it's cheerful and cute, and I think it is definitely good enough. The only thing I did want to look for is maybe something to cover up favorite picture, because that I will not be doing. So I think we could use blue or gold over there. So let's see. It says anniversary, I don't care. I just want a little bit of gold color and covering that picture. Okay. Now we are done with the spread, and I think it's cute. It's colorful. It's kind of quick and maybe a little haphazard, but I like it. I think the blue, pink, and gold look good together. The last thing I do want to do is, because this bottom row is Saturday, the 17th. Let me get my ruler and do my timeline. So essentially the timeline for Saturday is after sundown. So we have a few lines to draw, which it's much faster. I don't know if you guys have noticed the sun's been going on super late right now. I remember this time of year, like when you're trying to put the kids to bed. My kids are older now, but like how hard it was to get them to go to sleep when it was so sunny outside. Funny. Oops, that one moved a little, but that's okay. So sundown is probably going to be right around 8:15. So I will write the 8 in. This will be okay, so 8 to 12. I probably won't be doing much at 12. Hopefully I will be getting ready for bed or be in bed. That would be great. All right, and that is set up. Okay, so I just put Saturday the 17th right here, and I should kind of draw the line. Maybe I'll use washi. But that is one thing I'm probably not going to use on these weeklies much more than to separate here is washi, because it's not a full spread like that, and I don't really need these separated. Ooh, Tuesday, I did not leave a lot of room to write, did I, with that box? So we'll make it work. Maybe on these weekly overviews, I don't use decorative boxes in the future. Okay. So that is it. Hopefully this works out. We'll try it this week and see how I like it. But again, essentially these are going to be pre-planned for work, 2 boxes each day, and then this whole bottom row for right now is going to be for Saturday. Although if I don't need it, I might only do these 2 for Saturday and this, and then leave Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday open. We might do that. We'll see. Or even like we have 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. I'm not really gonna do much then. I can maybe put a couple bullet points there. But I do think I'll at least need these 2 boxes for Saturday. So we'll figure that out, how that works out this week, how much I actually have to write. And this is ready to go back into the planner. So again, a nice weekly pre-plan overview on my Saturday 2-page daily spread. I know it's kind of confusing. That is what we're going to be talking about here. If you watched my Friday video, I put May 15th for Thursday and Friday. I did correct that now. Okay, and then we're jumping right in tomorrow, which is Thursday, the 16th. No, Thursday the 15th, if I could figure it out. I'm going to decorate this for the weekly overview, and this is going to become my new weekly overview. But for now, this is the top part weekly overview or pre-plan for next week's work. It'll at least, I'll be writing what stickers I want to use per day and what videos I want to upload on what day. So it's kind of like how some girls use social media calendar. But yeah, that is what we're going to do for now. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I may not even need a timeline at all on Saturday because I already know I don't do things until sundown. So I might just make these 4 Saturday list or even these 2. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But this is a super cute spread for a nice weekly overview, and it is ready to go to be planned in. So that is it for this video. Stay tuned as I start to get a little bit ahead, hopefully for next week. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.